Hello everyone and welcome to another of Sorla's Warhammer Online videos. In this video we'll be taking a look at some of the major news and changes in Warhammer Online and also giving you a quick guide on how to get back into the fight if you're a returning player. So the most important bit of news is that Warhammer Online is unfortunately closing down. Now there's probably a couple of reasons for that, but the game hasn't been doing that well and subs have been dropping. So it's kind of sad, but it's also a little bit understandable at the same time. So what does that mean for Warhammer? Well, a couple of things really. For the last remaining days, until the 18th of December, the game is now free to play. So there's no free to play money shop or anything like that. It's literally just a game without a subscription. Fortunately, they have also removed the ability to make a new account. So this is only for existing or returning accounts. So I mean that's kind of nice, but they've also added in these new NPCs that will boost you to max level or help you speed up your leveling process. So where can you find these NPCs? Well, they're in the Tier 1 war camps and also in the Chaos Wastes. Now before we go talk to that NPC, this big guy over here, just important thing to note, if you've looked at my previous videos, you'll know that I talked about the different currencies for the different tiers. This is now changed so that all tiers use the same currency called a war crest. So if you're a returning player and you have a bag full of these old currencies, you can just speak to some NPCs, I'll show you where they are, and they'll convert your currency into the new war crests. So let's go talk to this very important NPC. So here he is in the Tier 1 war camp. Again, there's another version of him in the Destruction war camp and also in the Chaos Waste war camps. You want to speak to him, and he'll sell you a number of different items. He'll sell you a Journeyman's Elixir. It's not really that great. It boosts you to rank 15 and a renown rank of 10. It's not really that important. The most important item that he sells is the Mythic Elixir. Now this bumps you to rank 40 and renown rank of 100. Also gives you 100 gold and 2,500 war crests. So it's a pretty cool item. There is a catch to that though. Originally the max renown rank you could get was 80. About 2 years ago, I think, Mythic introduced this a little tiny expansion, and to make use of it, you had to buy what's called the RVR pack. Now, this RVR pack would expand the max renown rank to 100 and give you access to some new gear that you could acquire from vendors. So, if you don't have this RVR pack, this elixir won't work at all. Unfortunately, because of the shutdown, EA have removed a lot of the things that were related to Warhammer Online from their EA shop, so you can no longer buy this RVR pack. Now I don't know if Mythic will change it so that everyone can use it, or if it's going to stay like that till the end of the, till December. I don't know. This NPC was only updated last night, so he's quite new. His items have been changed a little bit. Maybe we'll see a change. I would hope so, because it'd be really nice for everyone to be able to get to the same level. But if not, you can buy these minor flashes of brilliance. Now what they'll do is they'll give you a huge, minor and major. The major will give you a huge kick of XP, so you can just start powering up through the levels. And they only cost 3 war crests. Right, so you buy your Mythic Elixir, very important. You use it, and it jumps you to the max level. Your screen will probably freeze for a little bit, like mine did when I used it earlier, as it's just trying to figure everything out, and congratulations, you're now max level. What do you do now? Well, it's a very good question. You want to start buying more of these Mythic Elixirs, so buy another one, close the window, use it, and keep going until your currency section is filled up with war crests. Now you may be thinking, oh, just buy 15 Mythic Elixirs at the same time. Don't do that. If you do that, you'll waste lots of war crests, and you'll only get the benefit from one elixir. So you got to buy them singly, use them, buy another one, use it, buy another one, and keep going until this is all filled up nicely. So I'm just going to buy a couple more because the end game stuff is quite expensive. So it's very important that you have enough. Excuse me. So as you can see, this guy here is using, from what I can see, XP boosts. So he's just getting loads of XP. I don't particularly know why he's using that, but sure, whatever. Right, now, very quickly talk about the currency converters. Now, you want to speak to these guys. They're in the tier 1 war camps and also Altdorf and the Inevitable City, and they'll change all your older currency into your new currency. So I'll let you guys mess around with that yourself. So now you have all your war crests and your max level, and you have the big giant buff on you and everything like that. So you want to speak to him again, and you want to pick up what's called the Edge Stone. Now, the Edge Stone increases your toughness and your hit points by 25%. So it's a really great item for when you're in RVR or even just in PvE. All you have to do is just equip it to your character, and you're done. You don't need to do anything else with that item. It just stays in your equipment, in one of your pocket slots. Right, so now you have all that, and we're going to head to Altdorf, and we're going to pick up all our new talents and all our new skills and all our new items, and I'll be showing you where they are. So here we are in Altdorf, and we're going to buy our new skills. You want to speak to the career trainer, and you want to pick up all your new career abilities and all your mastery abilities. I'm going to pick those up later. I'll let you kind of decide on your own spec. And you also want to pick up your renown abilities as well. So this can take quite a while for you to do. I would advise maybe spending 10-15 minutes understanding your new skills and abilities, figuring out rotation, all that kind of stuff, and your playstyle that you want. The last thing you want to do is use this boost, get all your new gear, get all your abilities, and go into tier 4 and not really know what you're doing. You'll soon find yourself on fire, and you won't really be having that much fun. So it's important to kind of get to know your new abilities and how your class is going to play now at max level. So once you've picked up all them, you want to pick up your gear. So we're heading here to the War Quarter. If you're a Destruction Scum, you want to head to the Undercroft in the Inevitable City. But there's an order character, so we'll be looking at Altdorf today. So the first thing you want to do is you want to buy your weapons. You want to speak to this guy here, and he will sell you the end game weapons. I need to get a bit closer. And scroll all the way down to the bottom and pick out what item you want. Now at max level, the items have offensive stats and then defensive stats. So some are more offensive, some are more defensive. It's really up to you and your playstyle what you want to do. I've already picked out my weapons. I've gone for a bit more of a defensive style. Once you've got your weapons, you want to head down into here, and you want to speak to this guy here, and he's going to sell you your endgame armor. Now the last set of armor is called the Warp Forged set. There's only 5 items in this set, and you can only buy 4. The 5th comes from a very long RVR quest, so you might not be able to finish it in time. So what you need to do is you want to pick up all the 4 of your Warp Forged items. Then you want to find the previous set, which is called the Doomflare set, and you want to pick up the chest piece from the Doomflare set. These last 2 sets also don't have belts or cloaks, so you need to go back to the set before that, the Sovereign stuff. So you want to pick up the Sovereign cloak and also the Sovereign belt. So that's all your armor sorted. Then you want to scroll down again on this guy's list, and you want to look at the jewelry. So you can have 4 pieces of jewelry, and this guy will sell you many different styles of jewelry. So some are more for range DPS, some are for tanking. You know, all the different play styles that Warhammer has. This guy has jewelry for you. Now, it only lasts 8 days, but it's not really, doesn't really matter that much anymore. Sorry. So pick up your jewelry, and there you go, that's all your gear. Now this NPC here at the back will sell you a different variant of the same sets of armor. So he's here selling you the Warpforged stuff, but this is a defensive set. Now melee DPS have an offensive set and a defense set. Tanks have defense and offense, and it's kind of similar for healers and range DPS. So healers have healing sets and also DPS sets. So speak to that guy, and you just need to hand in your old your offensive item, and he'll give you the defensive item. Grant. So you have your new armor. Next thing you want to do is you want to pick up a faster mount. So you'll go around here and speak to this NPC, and he will give you one of the fastest mounts in the game. So there's 3 different options, and it's all based on your race. Right. So we've got all that. Now what do we do with all our war crests, and how do we get into the game? So this is a kind of fun bit for me. I like doing this. It's messing around with your gear. Because you have all of these war crests and you're now max rank, you have the ability to change the way your gear looks. Well, you can do this from rank 1, but now because you have access to all the different sets, it's easier to do. So you can change the way your weapons look, change the way your gear looks, and it works very similar to how transmogrification works in WoW or skins work in Guild War 2. So all you need to do is, let's just say we want to change the look of our hat. So we have a hat. All you need to do is click down here on the appearance button, and you just drag the new hat item over here. You'll get this message, and it will change the look of your hat. So I'm not going to do that today, but I'll let you guys do that yourself. So now you got your gear looking how you want it. You've changed the color of it. That's all cool. You also now need to head to the auction house, and you want to buy talismans to sock it into your gear. So there's different talismans for different classes, and you also want to buy armor pots and lineaments. Now lineaments are temporary buffs that last half an hour that give you, well, a pretty handy buff. There's loads of different ones. There's ones for tanking, ones for DPS, ones for healings, all that kind of stuff. So I'll let you figure out which ones are better for you. Then you want to join a nice guild. You can do that in the guild finder up here. I normally set it so the guild rank is higher than 30, and you can find some of the more active guilds that way. And then you're good to go. So jump into a tier 4 lake and just go crazy. There's the populations in the tier 4 lakes have skyrocketed since the shutdown has been announced. We've seen a lot of people come back to play now that it's free to play, and now because people have access to max level, it's just been a lot of fun. We're seeing a lot of tactics that we haven't seen before. Previously, it was very kind of just, here's a push, oh, here's retreat, here's a push. Now we're seeing pincers, we're seeing flanks, we're seeing feints, we're seeing all these different types of tactics in the RVR lake. So it's great fun to see. It's a very, very exciting time to be a Warhammer Online player, and I really hope this video has given you enough information to get back into the game. Maybe it's made you excited to go and play again. So hopefully I'll see you in game sometime soon. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope it's helped, and I'll see you in the next video.